Hey everyone, Drew from Monkey's Tropical Adventures here to do a fragrance haul video
on what smells good to me.
So what are we going to talk about? Before we get started, why don't you go and hit that subscribe button. You can drop a like after the video or not drop a like, and if you don't like the content, you can always unsubscribe, but I do like to see some support for the channel. It shows the brands I talk about that I am actually having some engagement of some sort. All right, let's get on with it. So the fragrances I'm going to talk about, I've actually purchased, I want to say like 2-3 months ago. And the bottles I actually purchased are a little bit smaller than the total price I'm going to give you at the end of this video. They don't actually have the smaller bottles right now, but you can get a little bit larger size for not much more than I paid. So for the fragrance haul I'm going to talk about, I spent about $67 at fragrance.net using a 35% off coupon. Some of the bottles I'm going to talk about are a little bit larger size, giving you a total dollar with shipping for $79.27, which isn't bad for 3 really good fragrances that are going to make you smell great, and you're not going to have to worry. These could just be like 3 fragrances and you're over and done with it if you don't want to get into all the nuances of having a million fragrances like fragrance collectors. It does get to be costly and overwhelming. All right, what are we going to talk about first? The first fragrance we're going to talk about is Mont Blanc Explorer. So this came out in 2019. This bottle is a 1 ounce. And so right now they don't have a 1 ounce on fragrance.net. They have a 2 ounce that goes for $30.54. Don't pay retail for this. It does smell great. This is an Eau de Parfum concentrate. So it's not an EDT. It's got great projection, great longevity, and holy monkeys, does it smell great. All right. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Love this fragrance. I've got some great compliments. Even with the mask wearing, people can smell it. So it does have some potency to it. What has it been compared to? Well, it's been compared to a very hyped, talked about king of fragrances it's been talked about, which is Aventus. Yes, it does really smell like Aventus. Not 100%, but I actually kind of like it compared to some of my Aventus batches. It's got beautiful projection. It smells absolutely sexy and gorgeous, and it's a fraction of the price, which is great. Its listed notes are bergamot, clary sage, vetiver, leather, cocoa, and patchouli. Now I don't get the leather and I don't get that cocoa at all. And really I do smell like the Aventus vibe, which is like that birch and that pineapple. There is patchouli in Aventus, but this is just a great, this could be your just regular, if you don't care about fragrances, you're like, hey, I want affordable fragrance and I want to smell nice. This would actually do it for you. You could just buy like the biggest bottle they have on fragrance.net and you could replenish it, which I think is like $60 or something like that with the coupon code, and you'd be set. You know, not everyone who wears fragrances wants a million bottles. They just want a few that you know you could smell great. And this would absolutely do it for you, especially if you like Creed Aventus, but you don't like the Creed Aventus price. This Mont Blanc Explorer is absolutely gorgeous. Really like it a lot. All right, next up. Okay, so I got this when it first came out, Dunhill Signature Man. This came out in 2003. It was funny, back in the day, prior to kids, and my buddy and his wife had kids, we used to go on these double dates a couple nights a week. We'd go to dinner and then we'd walk around the mall after, and my buddy and I would usually grab a bottle of cologne or cigars or something like that. And I remember when this first came out, we both smelled it. We're like, oh, we grabbed a bottle, and I think it was like $80 when we bought it. Well, you're not going to spend $80. This is a 2.5 ounce, and it goes for $22.09 with coupon code. I love this fragrance. This could go in my collection, which I should probably do a video of, like my top 10 signature fragrances that I could just wear and have those 10 signature fragrances, because this really is perfect for the office. It's perfect for, you know, after work. It's perfect for a date. It's an easy, versatile grab. Man, I love this fragrance. It's an EDT, but it does have some staying power. It's got a medium projection. It's got lemon, geranium, cedarwood, sandalwood, tonka, moss, and musk. So it's very woody. That tonka gives a little bit of sweetness to it. It's got some powdery notes, slightly warm. I would classify it as a gentlemanly fragrance. I really just, when I think of this, I actually think more dressed up, but it'd be perfect for throwing on like a polo and a button up untucked and a pair of jeans, dark jeans. You gotta look nice. It's a very gentlemanly, masculine fragrance, but it's not over potent. It just sits there right in the middle. And you'd have to kind of nuzzle up to really get all of the beautiful notes in it, but it smells great. I've gotten a lot of compliments wearing it over the years. And since 2003, getting my first bottle, I've always had a bottle of this Dunhill Signature. It's a really beautiful fragrance. And for $22, you cannot go wrong. That's what's great about fragrance.net is you can really grab some great fragrances if you use that 35% off coupon code. All right, the last fragrance we're gonna talk about, I think I had it a long time ago. I don't recall. It came out in 1994, and it's L'Eau de Pour Homme by Issey Miyake. I apologize for my pronunciation. I know it's horrible, but that's what it is. All right, so this is a, what do we have? A 1.3 ounce, 40 ml, and they don't actually have that right now. They have a 2.5 ounce for $26.64. So you can get a little bit bigger bottle for 26 bucks. I like this fragrance, but it's got a place. Okay, a lot going on in this fragrance. When I smell this fragrance, it definitely takes me back to going to the club days. It reminds me of something you'd wear in Vegas.
Vegas! Vegas, baby, Vegas!
Maybe on vacation. It's a really bright, very like exciting, kind of like alpha. I hate the fucking word, alpha male type fragrance. And because it's been out since 1994, I'm sure it's definitely been smelled. But it was a very popular fragrance. It's still very popular. It's very powerful, it projects, it's very sexy, but like I said, it's got a time and a place. I would see this, you could wear it, it's gonna garnish compliments for sure. You could wear it on a date. I would go easy on it, even though it's an EDT performing fragrance. It seems to really just last and last and last. I think I put on like 3-4 sprays in the morning before my shift at 6:30. The end of my day when I was off at 5, I could still smell it. And I was really impressed for an EDT. I was like, that's a 10-hour plus fragrance. And for 20, I think, and like I said, it's a smaller bottle, so mine was like 22 bucks. I was like, wow, you're really getting your money's worth. You get, some of the notes are like yuzu, mandarin, sage, verbena. You've got some boozy notes in there. You've got some tobacco. You've got some musk. You've got some vetiver. It's got a lot going on. It's a really nice fragrance. I don't know if I would wear it all the time, and I could see that wearing too much of it in clothes in an office space would not be a good thing. So I would probably see, like I said, that's why I kind of put it more in the genre of like going to Vegas, going to a club, going to a bar, maybe a date. But really kind of test it out and play with it, see how it works on your skin before you go overboard and start spraying like a bunch of sprays like some people do. That's too much. But again, for 3 fragrances, and like I said, my bill for these 3 was about 67 bucks total with shipping. But you can get some larger bottles because these sizes aren't available. So the larger sizes of these 3, you're looking at $79.27 shipped to your house. You can't beat that. My take on fragrances is very different. I have some expensive fragrances. I do have some Creeds in my collection. I have some Bonds. And then I've got some dupes and clones. And I've bought a lot of my fragrances through fragrance.net. And the bottom line is you want to smell nice, and there's no shame. It's actually smarter to purchase your fragrances at a discounted rate. I mean, if you want to just burn money, I guess.
You my half. All you care about is money.
I guess, or you can, PayPal it to me, or Venmo. Is that what we're doing? Yeah, you can PayPal it too. But no, head over to fragrance.net, and the coupon codes change. So if you just type in fragrance.net 35% coupon code, you can find it. Because usually if you go on their site, they'll give you 30%. Sometimes it's 25%. I used to be able to find 37%, but I think they've made it so that code is obsolete now, but you can definitely find the 35% off code. So if you had some fragrances that you've been looking for, I would, and I'm not getting paid through fragrance.net, just so you know. Head over there, check out their selection, and get that 35% off code and get yourself some great fragrances that smell nice. Like I said, these meet all the needs. You could go to Vegas or to a club with this one. This could be your everyday signature scent, gentlemanly type fragrance, and this could be as well. This has just got a little bit more power, a little bit more oomph to it, a little bit more noticeable in the projection than this one. This is a little bit more subtle, and this is a little bit more in your face, but they're both gorgeous. And then this was just a party animal for sure. That was my fragrance.net fragrance haul that I've been sitting on for like 2 months. So I appreciate you guys watching. You can also follow me over on Instagram at Monkeys Tropicals Adventures. Drop a comment below. Have you tried any of these? Like I said, it's not like I've pulled something out of nowhere obscurity. These fragrances have been around for a long time, except for Mont Blanc. That was 2019. And I'm rambling, so let's just wrap up the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again. Take care.